Let's take the next question. Using any three prescribed texts show that love is an essential element to human happiness. An essential element to human happiness. In unanswered cries, Ade Jones loves Oya, but he can't commit to their relationship because of lack of a permanent job and money. Nevertheless, Oya has been taking care and footing all the bills for the past month. Oya is disturbed by the other women in his life, especially Yamide, despite assurances that Oyamide is just a friend. Ade proposes marriage to Oya when she threatens to leave him for good, and they get married later on, thereby making her happy at the end. Ade Jones loves Olabisi and does not want her daughter to be subjected to the pain of circumcision. Olabisi returns back from the village and recounts her ordeal, how she had narrowly managed to escape from being circumcised. A few minutes later, when she is taking her bath, there is a bang on the door and Makala arrives to take her back to the village to be circumcised, but Ade intervenes. Ade refuses and takes the matter to court. Olabisi is afraid of the outcome, but she has the support of her father and Oya. The case ends up in her favor, bringing happiness to her since she will not be subjected to the degrading ritual of female circumcision. Out of love, she puts her relationship with Ediko to an end, apologizes to her father, and there is total happiness in the Ade home. Oya loves Olabisi, listens to her ordeal, helps her to take her bath when she returns from the village, decides to defend her in court during the case, and the judgment is given in her favor, bringing happiness to Olabisi, Oya, and Ade Jones. In the swamp dwellers, Makuri loves Alu because she has been faithful to him. The traders come from the city to buy crocodile skins, and many women have been tempted to have sexual relationship with this man because of money. But despite the temptation, Alu had remained faithful to her husband. And Makuru says he happens to be one of the men in the village who can be proud to say that they have a faithful wife. Their love for one another is mutual and reciprocal. He stops her to go out to look for Igwezu because it is getting dark, and assures her that Igwezu knows his way back home, that he will come back home to them. Alu loves her son. She mourns for Awuchike, whom she believes is dead. The reason is the fact that Awuchike has left the village many years and no word has been heard from him, and he has not sent any support to his family. Although Makuri assures her that there is a likely possibility that he is still alive, because the city is a large place and you can stay there all your life without meeting half of the people there. He also tells her that some of the traders had come to the village and they had asked him if Igwezu had a twin brother, which is an indication that they might have met Awuchike. She's more worried now about Igwezu, who had just returned and had gone to visit his destroyed farm, whose crops have been destroyed by the floods. He has not yet returned, and night is soon approaching. She's worried about her son. Igwezu loves his parents as he keeps his promise before leaving for the city that he will send a new swivel chair for the barbing salon. When he gets there, the first money that he gets, he buys a new chair and sends it immediately to his father. But Awochike has not sent a word, no money to his parent, despite being a wealthy timber merchant. The Makuri household is full of love as they entertain the Kadie when he visits on his way to circumcise the newly born baby. They also welcome the blind beggar warmly, wash the mud off his feet, provide him with shelter, and take him into confidence to become Igwezu's bondsman when he goes out of the village and he settles peacefully with the Makuris. In twilight of misty foliage, Akbe has undiluted love for Bimai, whose brother might have sent him to school, but he refuses to do so. But Akbe does, without any relationship to the young boy. The young boy is very wayward and a womanizer, but Akbe is very patient with his waywardness. He joins his enemy camp. He even threatens his life, yet he continues to be patient with him until he can stomach it no more and allows him to take the path that he had chosen. Eme's conflict with Inspector Evie leads to his undeserved imprisonment. Eme's wife is caught with Inspector Evie on their matrimonial bed when Eme unexpectedly returns home. He seizes the policeman's gun and uniform, but the chef de poste begs in compensation of 25,000 francs for the injuries caused on his personality. When he is called to receive the compensation in Sergeant, he is arrested, hastily judged and accused for violence against a police officer and imprisoned. Pa Mpocheng does everything in his power to free his brother in vain. Nevertheless, he inherits all his responsibility, including his wife and children, whom he had left behind. The homecoming of Kardinal Mpocheng is a symbol of the love that the people have for him. They produce a special fabric with his logo, with his picture on it. He does not disappoint them as he revives the spiritual life of the parish, embarks on development projects that bring joy to the community, and leaves Reverend Rod Beggar red with jealousy. He also receives the hoodlums with a lot of love, yet they abduct him and they try to kill him. He miraculously survives, bringing a lot of joy and happiness to the community as the people give a thanksgiving for his survival, and they also offer sacrifices to their ancestors. In The Old Man and the Sea, Santiago loves his wife so much that placing his picture on the shelf reminds him of his loneliness. Consequently, he wraps the tinted picture in a clean shirt and keeps it on the shelter. Manolin goes to the terrace to get food and beer for Santiago. Else, he would have gone on an empty stomach to bed. He tells him that Santiago will never go hungry as long as he lives. He buys him a new shirt for the winter to keep him warm, and before leaving, he covers him with a blanket. Manolin looks for baits for Santiago, which he takes to sea for fishing. He helps him to transform his fishing equipment to the shack and to the shore daily, although they do not fish together. He feels pity for the old man when he returns after 84 days to sea without a catch. And he feels pity for him when he returns after 4 days fighting with the shark and coming back home just with the skeleton looking exhausted. He sheds tears as he looks after him. He brings him coffee. And the old man tells Manolin that when he will get well, they will go fishing again. Manolin had been taken in by Santiago at the age of 5, and he had taught him the art of fishing. Both have become like father and son. Manolin spends time with Santiago at the terrace where they share food and drinks while discussing about baseball. While at sea, the boy is the only thing that he thinks about because he loves the boy as if the boy were his son. He regrets the boy's absence during his fight with the marlin and the shark. Nevertheless, when he returns home, he is happy to learn that the boy and the other fishermen and the coast guard had looked for him for the number of days that he had been out at sea. He tells the boy that they will go fishing again when he gets better. Thank you for listening.